Yo, what up guys, welcome back to my channel. I did end up getting another built mini bike with a lot of goodies, so this is gonna be another mini bike vlog. I am shirtless, just like my third video on my channel, which it was the mini bike vlog number 1. So I am gonna be pointing this camera up my nostrils again. So this is the mini bike I ended up getting. It is a Storm 200. If you hear loud breathing, that's my dog. She's going crazy because her bike's just turned on. But it is a Storm 200. This engine is a 196cc. It does have billet internals, stage 3, like a racer kit. So it is pretty much built insides. Has springs, carburetor is jetted. It had a different exhaust. I put this exhaust on it. This is a trumpet exhaust. But I really love how this engine runs. It runs smooth, idles good. This mini bike still has the stock brake on the rear. I know it's backwards, but it has this street tire in the rear also. Since he did include a lot of extra parts, I do have this sprocket and other 420 tooth sprockets that came with it. This bike also has custom bars with hydraulic brakes in the front. They're over here, which I have never had a mini bike with hydraulic brakes. It does have front suspension also. Pro taper bars. So this bike, the reason why I bought it is because I got a really good deal. I paid little money for a really good bike. So I am gonna be taking this bike apart and using the front end of it, using the engine for another build. And then I am gonna be building this one all over again, I guess. Cause when I said I guess, I do have this mini bike right here. Engine's running fine. Everything's good on this mini bike. It's just missing a carburetor. But I am bored of this frame. I don't want it no more. So I'm thinking of taking off this engine. And since I am gonna be using that for another frame, putting this one onto there and then selling this as just a frame. Getting rid of the old Coleman, and let's get started with this. Okay, so this air filter did come on the bike, but since I run my bikes without air filters, we're gonna run it like that. This is the exhaust and muffler that originally came on the engine, but since I showed you guys, I did get a trumpet. I also got this two-piece sprocket, this other two-piece sprocket, some bolts, because I also got a torque converter, roller, there's a muffler, and just little pieces that the guy had for the mini bike also I got. Here's another good look at the bike. I also came with this LED light. The front brakes. So for the front of the bike, I am keeping everything. The only thing that I'm leaving on this bike is the back brake. So we're gonna take off these 2 bolts and this should just separate. Now that the rear brake is off, the lever's over there, I am going to take off the throttle. The little cable is that screw and that screw right there. cable's off. Now it's just wrapped it around the bar. I'm guessing this is for the kill switch that is also connected to the bar. It's over there. So I'm just gonna take that off. Now that's out of the way. We are gonna take off these. Should be 10 millimeters. I was noticing that they probably torqued it down a little too much and cracked it. But it's fine, I'll get some new ones. We're gonna take those off. Where there's the nuts down there, should come off. Then we're gonna take this bolt right here off. That connects right here to another nut. And taking the bars and taking that off. The whole front end should come out. So now with the suspension off, with no front end, there's the suspension, the front brakes. I do have this other suspension. This suspension is older. I will be putting the suspension on this frame right here. I'm just gonna take off this little plate so I can put this plate on that. It's like a little support. Since this tire is brand new and it is like a street tire, and what is backwards, I am thinking about putting that onto my front suspension with brakes. I think it'll look better instead of that being the rear. And then for the rear, I'll probably put that tire on or order some stock tires to put it on there. I'll see what I do about the rear. This plate is off of Go Power Sports. It just has a little bit of rust. We're gonna take off all 4 bolts and then just put it in there and then put on the 4 bolts. So here's another look at the 2-piece sprocket. It is pretty messed up, but I could probably get a new adapter and then just get new screws and then keep using this sprocket, or the other pieces that I did get of sprocket. I could use them with the same adapter. The bike, I did end up putting the tire that was in the front suspension with brakes, and I did end up putting a 420 48 tooth sprocket in the rear. So now it has a sprocket tire with air and the brakes are working. For the front, we do have not the same front suspension, but front suspension and these tires. This is gonna be the tire or the wheel that we're gonna be using for now, a little street. Now that's the front suspension with the front brakes. There's the rear tire that was on that Mini. It is in the front now. So that's the look that I was going for. I am gonna use this front end on another mini bike, a custom made mini bike. I'll make a video of it here pretty soon. So for this one, I am gonna have this as just a roller. So everything is staying on it, kill switch, brakes, except for the engine. When I said that I didn't have the carburetor for this engine, I was wrong. I do have a carburetor. I just need the little intake adapter or the stock air box. What I am missing though is the linkage for the throttle. So I do have a 212 inside of my garage. There's a 212. Nothing's wrong with this one. It's just waiting for a frame. I think I am gonna steal the intake adapter and also the throttle linkage. I think what I'm gonna start doing first is taking off the torque converter and the chain. There's a torque converter all off. I ended up using the exhaust and muffler that was on the frame originally. I changed out the studs and just pushed straight bolts so it could hold it on better. That's the engine that's going on the Storm 200. It is a 196cc. It is ungoverned. As you can probably see right there, it is ungoverned. I just gave the bike a good rinse. I took off all the oil that was on the frame. Now she's all clean. So since I do any bars, this is Sam's bike. He has new bars, black ones. Those right there. He's gonna be selling me his red ones. I'm gonna be putting those in the storm. We got the bars off. Now we're putting on his bars. So I did end up finding this throttle right here in the pile of stuff. I have like a box of just parts of minis. But the end of the throttle cable looks like this. It won't fit on my governor link. So I think I'm gonna cut it with the grinder just about right here. While cutting it, it just came off of the cable. So that's even better. I'll just take this end to the throttle. Alright, so the bars are on. That's how it looks with the bars. I also put the brake on, the brake lever, and a little throttle. I also put some zip ties around the frame so it can have a cleaner look. All she's missing is just the chain. So that's the bike, already all finished. I will be changing the front tire. And then for the bars, it is missing the other side of the clamp. But those two things are ordered already. And just that, and it'll be done. I also ordered a different type of exhaust, one that exit out the middle. But for now, this one will do. I also got the chain on. Alright, so we're ending off the video with uncovering Sam's mini bike. He does have a monovox with front suspension and a torque converter. But thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Make sure to like this video and comment, and then also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps a lot so I could get more content going. Peace.